Give me 1 second, everybody. I just have to go to multi-stream over here and get a few other things ready before I go. Okay, so like I have to get, oopsie, not that. What am I looking for? Steam? Yeah, Steam can go. This can go away. I need my OVR toolkit. Oh shit, I just closed that. What am I doing? Not the smartest thing I've ever done. Tell you that. Come on, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's just not opening, is it? That's fine. Doesn't have to open. VR toolkit. Once it dings on, we can close. We can shrink this. This is going to eat into my my RAM, my VRAM, my very little VRAM that I do have. But at least I'll be able to see everybody talking. Yep. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Now I'm glitchy. Ah, there we go. Okay. But now I can see the chat, so we're good. All right. So welcome. I've been here before, but I'm doing this in a different format today, so that you guys can get a better picture of. Oh shoot, what's it doing? Where'd it go? My chat box is gone. Where is my chat box? You know what I got to do? I know what I got to do. Where's this one? Okay, so what I have to do to get this to not react the way it is I have to get rid of the cursor overlay. My global settings. Uh-oh, I want to accidentally close my menu. Global settings. There we go. So, touch, scroll, gesture, input. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so window movement, grips resize. Come on, give me the little, yeah. Come on. Why not? Really? There we go. Snap, face, headshot, automatic curving. Customize background image, accent colors, notifications. It's a really complex system. Wristwatch. You already got wristwatch. Touch input scroll. So if I could edit the window, that would be great. Here, let me X this out. Oh shoot. Select the. I forget how to change the cursor so that. Recenter window. Settings. There was a way to like get rid of that cursor. I know that. Set content. Global settings. Ugh. Why is this so hard to do? So, I believe it's input. There we go. So there's got to be. Don't use touch input. Block input other than application. There we go. So now, hopefully, I can. No, it's still up there. Okay, so only block input in edit mode. Okay. Son of a gun. Give me a second. So hard to edit this because the window's in the way. There we go. Okay. Touchpad window moving. Use both touchpads. Use grip window resizing. Not right now. Well, let's see how this does, because I want to get on with this. Show everybody what the big deal is. Go away, no, go away. And then go away. That's it. Oh, I gotta go mute some music real quick here. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. We're gonna turn the world music down so we don't break any copyright stuff. Should have done that before, but it is what it is. It's all off now. I'm not a big streamer anyway, so they probably don't care. Alright, so welcome to my world. A commission I had for a world. And eventually it will be hosting events, things of that nature. How am I supposed to get this to lock in place without me being able to mess with it for now? Anyway, I'll just keep this up here. How about that? There we go. We'll just do that. That's better, sort of. Wow, I can grab the actual camera. Okay, so let's put me kind of like to the side, other side. Ta-da! There we go. Actually, I kind of like it over here, so. Okay, so that way I can actually view the chat. Yeah. Right here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. That way, it slightly looks like I'm looking at you when I'm talking. No, no. Okay. Come here. Get over here. It is what it is. Let's just get on with it. Okay. All right. So you got the entranceway, which I lit up a bit. Got a little bit of bloom post-processing for PC version, which is the one I'm running on right now. Is the PC version. Nice little entranceway. Okay, so you guys can't really see, but there's my menu system. Right behind me, it's got a whole bunch of teleport locations and a way to get up to the admin, and just all the things I need to do to get around. And I'm always admin, so shoot, the camera's gonna be in the way. There we go. I just turned this way. All right. This is a integrated role system, and we'll get back to it in a second here. First, we're going to check out the outside. This is all custom design work. My doors open automatically and close automatically, as you can see. I like those doors. I did not create those doors. But I was shown how to program those doors, which is really cool. I kind of want to put it to the side. Put me to the side. There we go. Alright, so mainly you can see behind me. Get a nice little view of everything around. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place. Got a plank down here. I don't know if you can see the plank. Yeah, the plank's right there. You can jump off the plank. Whee! Go jump. Wah! Do some pretty cool stuff. I don't know. As you can see, I'm pretty lit up right here. It does look dark in this area, but not as dark as it used to. So I think I did a pretty good job of brightening the area up so that the final product was a bit better for the DJ. And I'll show you the DJ thing really quick here. See, yeah, that's right. DJ booth. Okay. So now we're up in the DJ booth. Surprisingly, only the DJ and the admin and the host can see the screen. This is an optional way to play your music. It's not required. A lot of people just play it through the player's audio, which this has an amplification area, and so does the stage and the host area. You know, because they like that kind of stuff. They do. It's pretty inevitable. But as you can see, if you look behind me, yeah, in that corner. Okay, so if I check dance checker, I know it looks a little dark, but you see the three little dots? Yeah, the three little dots on the screen down here. Dot, dot, dot. That's the center stage. So if I was to go down there and leave this camera here, but I really can't. But if I was to leave the camera and go down there, I would be on that stage. That way they can check to see if the entertainer's ready and whatnot. So then you just take it off because you don't want to have all that extra. It's what's called set pass calls, and it's like 50 set pass calls per camera, and questies and stuff like that. That's a local camera, by the way, so that's only locally viewable, so that not the whole room has to see the camera, because that's going to cause a lot of lag if you do it that way. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a local camera, and it only affects the DJ. And if the DJ is looking over this way, like all the people he can't see in his view aren't rendering, because if you look away from areas, they don't render. So that stuff behind me, I have 50 extra set pass calls because of this camera on here, but I don't know if it's actually that, because I know VRChat has ways around different things in their system, so it's probably not as bad with their camera as it is with an actual camera. They like to do some magic. It's like a little reflective surface, that's all. There is some duplication of the math. It does create a little bit of performance overhead, but it's not as bad as what we would create, because, you know, it's their system. All right, so now let's go back to the admin panel. Yay. So I can't show you it on here. See, this is what I see. This is what I see as an admin. Most people don't see these four buttons, which sets the roles, or this button right here, which starts the event. Yeah. Nobody gets in without a role after the event starts, but just basic. When you come into the world, you can get in through the front doors and do all that stuff you want to do, get set up for the event, and not have to worry about anything in the entrance. So yeah, if I hover over these buttons, which is a little, well, actually I can shoot. Okay, so let me unlock this anchor. World. There we go. So now I can turn around. Sorry, I just got to get my camera here so I can explain. Yeah, there we go. I can just put it right there. All right, so as you can see here, jeez, just get out of the way. Okay, as you can see here, you got the event mode button, and if I hover over each one of these, as you can see, it changes the, you know, it's like a toggle button. If I select one for myself, we'll have to re-enter the world, so I'm not going to, because it'll make these buttons disappear for the most part, and I won't be able to toggle off the role. That's the only downside. Where did my camera go? Oh my gosh. It's the only downside. Oh, there you are. Yeah. The only downside to the system. But if you think about it, it's a non-issue. It's not an issue because nobody's going to set your role. And if they troll you, because of the way the system's set up, you just kick that person, rejoin the world, and you have your role back. It's that simple. It's like completely and totally just fixed on arrival. Yeah. But yeah, that is what it is. And I think I have to actually update my admin script. I'm going to check real quick. So this camera might turn off, and you'll just see through my viewport. But I'm going to check something real quick, just because I want to make sure that it does reset properly. So I think it does it on start, but I think I might have to add one that says it's going to download the string and update things on deserialization, which basically it's a global update, but it shouldn't need one. It really shouldn't. I don't think it does. Let me think. Probably not. I'm the first one in here and anybody trolls me. Yeah, I gotta test that. I'm gonna test that. Okay, here we go. You ready, guys? Oh, it's gonna be a pain. Okay, so as you can see, the only button I have now is this one. For guests. To be able to let guests in. Stuff like that. Yeah. Yay, and I can't unset that role. Because it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Here we go. Now you get to see through my vision for a while. Worlds. This one, rejoin. Yes. Okay, go. Now I believe on start reacts to everybody that comes in the room, not just on. Oh, hey, look at that. It's way up there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Reload it in. You guys can see me for where I'm at. Yeah. Let's go back up there and see. Yep, all the buttons are rec. Ta-da! Buttons. Because it refreshes the list and basically says, oh, hey, you had a role, but if you leave, you lose that role. Obviously, it resets the stuff, and it resets everything back to default. That's what's programmed in the role system. Hello. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. That event mode gets the event going, and this is a local search. So if you're worried about people like randomly searching on this board, they can do that. I mean, all they can do is search for names, but it doesn't affect your view. You can do an independent search and just have it locally refresh. That's not a big deal. The only thing I'm running into is hiding objects with script on it. Like the script stops functioning, and these buttons manage themselves. So these buttons cannot be hidden in either the storage location or or on the board. Now I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure, 100% sure. Well, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure since it's hard to say because the buttons are ownership. They're not location based. Sorry, I'm just going through some technical aspects in my head. I could technically teleport this asset into a menu system. It could just show up beside the current menu system for the admin so that they could just have it beside them all the time. And I could do the same thing for security. That way, everybody could just have it there, right beside them. And it would never disappear, so the stuff would never shut off. That's probably how I'm going to do it in the future. I'm going to update it to move along with them. But I'll have to test that out to make sure that it functions correctly. This will be like its default location, just so that everybody can kind of see and whatnot. But yeah, part of the menu will disappear. The other part of the menu actually just will just teleport back and forth. Yeah, that's what it'll do. They'll be independent little systems. Yeah, I can do that. I can manage that one. I can figure out the logic. It won't be too bad. I just sit down and think about it for a few seconds and then be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's how I do that. But that's it in a nutshell. Just going to kind of walk around and look at some of the lighting situations we have in here. See how good I did with the, at least the edge of stage lighting for the hosts, so the host can see everybody and everybody can see the hosts. That's pretty good, yeah. Pretty good. All right. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty sharp. Show you the inside of the seating areas in a second here. Like, it's not so important back here. You can get dark all you want to back here because it's just backstage. Okay. Da, da, da. All right, here's a seating area. And second floor, first building. Over here, we can see outside the window. There's the stage. This is the first seating area. I should probably tilt this. Where did my camera go? There we go. There's the seating area. There we go. Okay, so got the seating area. And right now I can just go through it. Whew. Yeah. You see these buttons back here? Those buttons right there? That's the local toggles for this station, for the seating station. Kind of makes it so people don't want to kind of move around all the time and keeps everybody in their own little areas because these aren't globally synced. These two buttons aren't local to this station. So I can turn one on. Watch what happens. I'll probably go up a little bit. Boop. Yep, see? I'm on top of the couch. Yeah. And of course, they got seat colliders. Let's see if I can make one up here. I think it's over here. Well. Yeah, no, it's hard to point. Let's see. Get out of the way, screen. Come on, get out of the way, caster. Come on, come on, I gotta see a seat. You gotta let me show people a seat. Come on. There it is. I'll just point it this way. Oh shit, not like that. Like that. Okay. Not there. There. Okay. Come on. Give me a seat. Ah, I forgot to turn on that function. I need my advanced OVR toolkit so I can get closer to the ground. VR advanced settings. There we go. You're in the way because you're making me point. There we go. See if you guys can see that. Come on. Oh, come on. There we are. There we go. Guys see that? No. How about that one? No? How about... Oh, shit. Come here, camera. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Stop. Oh, my God. This is so hard to do. It is? I can't even control my hair. Oh, you guys can't see the interface. Never mind. Oh, no.
It's so humid and I've been so hot. I've been sweating.
God.
So like all of the hair right near my scalp was greasy. I'm like, okay, I'll apply baby powder to that because that'll make it less greasy.
Yeah.
The rest of my hair,
oh, shoot.
because it's bleached first. But also
I'm back. Okay. So yeah, you can't see it, but there's seat colliders in there. Let's see. And I put some more decorations up. There's more trees in here than there used to be. See, there's a couple trees over there. A couple random trees over here. There are several different types of palm trees in here, different styles. So I think there's 4 different types. And then of course I just varied their size. It's very dark over here. Uh, but yeah, I varied their size and their shapes and stuff like that. And I also hung some lights from these ones over here. That the main area is really lit up and just easy to view. Okay. Yeah, see that's the walkway. They got the ropes with the lights. You go over here, it's really dark. And I look kind of spooky. Not really, but yeah. Oh, slightly uncomfortable sitting like this. Give me a second. Yep. Oh my god. Oh god, that hurt. Oh, you guys weren't hearing the music anyway, I don't think. Because all I have is the audio input, so you guys can't hear the music in the background. I need you to hear me, not the music. So I can play music and stuff, because I only have the one audio source. Input capture. Audio input capture. That does reacts to the microphone and not anything else. Matter of fact, I could change the input, and it would probably be better. We're not going to worry about it, though. Oh, shoot. Yo. Yo. Get back over here. Okay, so now that I'm further away because I'm laid back, we can get a better view. Right? I don't know. Got to get stuff out of my way. Sorry, there's too much interface in my way. I do have a little block here because there's really nothing out here beyond the normal stuff you might find in a world. And that is because, boop, right there. Yeah, little invisible barrier. Getting past here, I don't want to break the illusion, you know. So I just put a barrier up here because there's literally nothing out there. You can go walk off the edge of the map if you can get out there. And as you can see, if I can grab this, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so coconuts. I put random coconuts by the trees, some of the trees, not all the trees, but by some of the trees. And yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, there we go. And yeah, that's that. Get out of my way. Why is the grab distance so freaking close? I always wonder about that. So that is that. A little 28-minute show of the system. All the teleports, the camera check, the admin panel, the seat colliders, which like the ones on here. If I toggle all the seats and the chairs, it's every single one of them, just so that they don't have to keep toggling it every time they go into a different section. That's just impractical for the dancers and stuff. Yeah, it's an excellent system. I can't tell you like the the ability to implement these in certain ways to link it to the Patreon board for like VIP areas. Like I can link this to stuff that uh people use keypads for and people use like hidden objects for. That they'll no longer need the keypads or the hidden objects. They can just have this role system implemented for VIP areas and things like that. Like Patreon only items or Patreon only areas. You can implement this system for that. It's the same thing. It really is. Uh, but it just keeps people from abusing things like giving out codes to people in Patreon and them having to check against a list of people. I mean, they do it now these days more so because of the string downloader that currently exists. Don't let anybody say that it's like fancy API magic junk. It's a string downloader. It downloads a string from like Pastebin or GitHub or somewhere like that. That just has a list of names, a whitelist. Yeah, a whitelist. People who have access to this, and you just compare those values. It's programming. Like I'm not doing anything like out of the norm, out of the ordinary. And I will not implement a system in VRChat that is against terms of service, obviously. So, like, this is for specific areas, not for the world. Like I said, anybody that loads into this world, as you can see, my menu disappears when I walk away from it. But as you can see, if I wasn't an admin, people would still be able to get into this world on load. That's the main area right out here. Mind you, you wouldn't be able to get to the extra areas because you don't have the menu system, but you would be able to get out to this main area. Oh, I should have walked backwards. This main area, which is this. This is the main area. You can get into all these seatings. Every single seating location you want to, you can just walk right in. I'm not keeping people from accessing the main floor, and that's the point. Don't do anything against terms of service. Just don't. It's stupid. Just have your little special areas and stuff like that. Have your little Patreon only VIP stuff. You can have that, but never moderate people and keep them out of places that everybody else can get to. Oof, sorry. Yeah. Places that everybody else can get to. Don't keep them out of. That's a bad practice. That's a very bad practice. And it's also against their terms of service. So they will delete your world. Like, nope, don't do that. Not allowed to do that. Don't do that. And I guess a word of advice to all those people that make club worlds and stuff like that. Um, there's a reason we have safety settings in VRChat. VRChat, that the system they created um, is so that you don't moderate other users. Don't moderate other users. We have safety settings for a reason. You can tell people, hey, this world's going to have a lot of people in it. You may want to hide their avatars. Now, I tried to be clever with the seating area so that you don't see that many people um, if you're in the seats. So I made it so that vision is pretty blocked all the way around. But I people wanted to be able to see through there, and the way occlusion works, I can't do occlusion the way I want to with this system because it's too old. Um, we'd have to upgrade to Unity 2020 and higher to get the type of occlusion I was looking for, but that's another story. That's beyond the software limitations that I have, so I can't do it. Uh, but yeah, so if I look around, it kind of limits a little bit, like that wall kind of blocks. And most of the time I'll be looking at the stage, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the corner of my eye, and then everybody from there over isn't rendering because I'm not looking at them. Uh, so technically, if I wanted to have the least bit of problems, I would be hiding everybody's avatars. And that's what generally people do. They'll keep the dancers that are on stage or the dancers that are performing in the booths. They'll keep them active, you know, and then basically, or the performers, I should say. Yeah, the performers, they'll keep them active, and they'll keep sometimes the host and the DJ and stuff like that. But everybody else will be a robot. Yeah, that's it. Everybody else will be a robot. But as you can see from here, all I can see is those two sections. That's it. Those two over there. And if I have them all as robots, it doesn't really matter. But you want to be fancy and show fallback avatars or something like that, you might be able to get away with that. Or you might be able to get away with showing all those optimized avatars, but it's you never really know until you try. But I will say that a normal poorly optimized avatar that you run into in VRChat is about an average of 60 set pass calls, and questies will literally start lagging out, if not crashing, when they get to around 250 to 300. They will have major issues and they will crash. That's why the base avatar, when you're not showing avatars, and this world, like certain viewpoints, certain places. I'm not even in the second one. Oh my god. I'll just go to the right one. See if I can see less people. But what was I talking about? Avatars, set pass calls. Right. Oh, okay. So Quest users are affected the most. That's why you got to encourage the safety settings. You have to encourage them to want to see, like right here, I can see like one little section over there, and yeah, just a little section over there in at the top and bottom, and out the door a little bit. If I turn, if I can turn, yeah, see out the door a little bit, I can see a little bit of the second section up here. But if I'm looking straight, all I see is what's on the stage. That's it. That is literally all I see. See, boom, I see the stage. Not a big deal. But anyway, as I was explaining before, you really have to encourage with these worlds for people to put on their safety settings. Don't moderate users. Don't moderate users. I see a lot of clubs that make mistakes, and they they're learning. Some people just don't know these things because of the systems they set up. Nobody reads the terms of service, and the person I was taught by will inform me that, hey, there's certain things you can't do because they'll delete your world. So don't do those things. So yeah, my system's set up to suggest these things to people. That's all it is. You suggest those things. And that's all it really is coming down to these days. Like, people are starting to be aware that, hey, don't show everybody else's avatar. You will crash. It's going to happen. Don't show everybody's avatar. Hey, what's up? How's everything going? Nice name. Got the neon green going. Woo! Neon Nikki. Thanks for joining me. I'm just showing my world and my system for VRChat. I don't know uh, how many people are into VRChat. It's a pretty big and growing community, I'd say. And yeah, just showing off my world and giving some pointers to future people who want to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, this is it. This is my commission that I had. They're gonna get the rest of their stuff together. I'll put a few posters up for them once they get the staff, and they'll have events. They'll have events here. It'll be excellent. This is the entranceway. Woo. Kind of dark, but very epic. There we go. Oh wait, let me tilt this. Come here. Come here. Give me this. There we go. Oh, everything's fine with me too. Oh shoot. There we go. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, the epic entrance. Excuse the camera. It's a little bit janky. Is that local? Yeah, it's local space. Okay, so I can move myself out of the way of the camera because I have play space mover. Gotcha. uh, yeah, I know. It's like a grand entrance. Got to have the two mermaids for Siren's Cove because mermaids, sirens, kind of pretty much the same thing, right? Just go in through the entrance. The doors open automatically, then they shut automatically. They have what's called an occlusion portal, so that everything behind them doesn't render out. It's pretty sweet. It doesn't work on load for some reason. I don't know why, but as soon as you go through them the first time, it does fix for everybody because everybody views it, and then it closes, and then everybody that's looking at it, it fixes for. So I know. Well, technically, I was too. You see, I was very, very shy, very, very nervous. I have anxiety, social anxieties, and just in general anxiety, depression, stuff like that. And I'm autistic, so that doesn't help. So basically, my brain sees that there's always a way out. There's always a way out. I can just turn my headset off. Boom, gone, done. I don't have to worry about that. So I don't have to overthink it. And come here, come here, come here. Ah, jeez. I think I have to do something about the position and size of this window. I mean, is there a way to crop the window? Let me see if I can crop the window. Give me a second. I'm curious, guys. I have a little thing on there. Book. Windows settings. Wrist input custom keyboard window movement angle space automatic curving. Resize menu. Come on. Give me the resize menu. Hold on. Giving me problems. All the inputs it's trying to do. There we go. Enable tooltips. No, I don't need my tooltips. Use legacy capture API. I don't know about that. Resize menu. I guess I can't really do anything about that. You too. Hope you have a good one. Playing around with settings when I should be just doing what I need to do. Come on, close. It's so glitchy. Let's see. So glitchy. Low RAM, expect shuttering. Yeah. I am currently streaming with 4 VRAM and playing VRChat in VR with a PC that has 4 VRAM. So it is a little bit stuttery to me. You guys are probably seeing things pretty clearly, but that's just because the only thing I've got going on is the VR, so it's having a latency stuttering issue with the VR headset input, whereas the stream, which I can see is very fluid and smooth, is done through the PC, which is dictating that, hey, I'm going to give more VRAM to this than I am to you. All right, so let's see if I can. I'm going to go to my other world, and I believe you guys won't hear any audio, so we'll go back to my world so I can show that off for a while. But no, I'm going to go, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go in front of my Patreon board, let you guys know. I mean, you see it all over the interface, my other social medias and junk, but yeah, there's my Patreon board. Let's go over the top. There, let's go to the side. Okay. Eh, eh. I'm goofy. I could just look at it and just take this camera down for a second, then bring the camera back. Alright, so let's do that. Let's bring this back. Go down a little bit. Give me this. Now we're just gonna X out the camera. Go back to the main view. And yeah, so this is the Patreon board. And got my Discord over there, which it may have a different link, but these are all what's called permanent links. And, you know, it's pretty good. So you can just join my Discord off that. You can either scan it if you're on desktop, even with your phone, or just type in the URL down there, you know. I just try to make it as easy as possible. This is a Patreon board. I need to put some kind of note here that basically says, hey, this is just for general donations. It's not for anything like special, or it's not, I'm thinking it's going to put you on the board, but not for as long. Maybe for like a week. I don't know. Some sort of temporary sort of, oh, you donated, cool. Here's your name up here for a bit. But this is mainly just for Patreon and those creators. And basically, what that'll allow me to do eventually, oh, come here, streaming camera. I need you again. There we go. Oh god, it's so dark over here. Maybe some more lights over there? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I put the stuff like in the center over here. No, need a few more light probes apparently through the middle. It's fine. It's fine. This is just the entrance. I don't want people sticking around here for like ever, you know? So the point is to get them out the door. For the events. And not to like worry about other stuff, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Gonna go to my world now. Why is this camera sideways? There we go. Itchy face. Allergies, itchy. Okay, so worlds. Um, Pocky's Lounge. And join. Oh, my controllers. Now you just see in front of me. Yay. Oh, go. Alright. This is pretty sweet. I like being able to like show everybody stuff like this. In this way. Like, why am I in the floor? Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. I'm appearing. I'm appearing. Oh, God, why is it so low? Come here, come here, camera. Why are you so low? Ah, what are you doing? Get up there. That was weird. Maybe it reset my position. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? Yeah. So this is my homeworld, my most recent version of the homeworld. I've had quite a few. I think I've had like 4 different renditions of the place I was going to use as a homeworld, but this is the newest one. And don't be too impressed by the artwork in the background. It's just a Google image. But yeah, if I turn around here, you can see that right now there's instructions on how to use the menu. And if I open up the menu and turn, all we have here is we got some mirror stuff, collider stuff, you know, slice of life, or quality of life. You got some cleanups, and you got QB pen show and hide. It's not like anything major. Cause I got a lot of pickups in here. I got some games in here. I have like a lot of things just to chill and hang out and talk with people. You know. Although I personally have only had a few groups in here for short periods of time. I thought it was good to implement a menu system for anybody else coming in. Alright, so the first order of business is when I walk away from that, as you can see, it disappears. It never comes back. It's not there. Because who wants an annoying message to be around the whole freaking time you're walking around? And just floating text gets annoying, so get rid of it as soon as possible. Inform people of what they need to know, and then let it be gone. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this over here again. Get out of the way. There we go. Alright, so down here, we have a chessboard. Eh, I'm ducking for a reason. But yeah, got the chessboard. It's a nice chessboard. And got the pool table. I didn't make the pool table or the chessboard. And if you're wondering, yeah, I have credits on this wall. Uh, Wah, that's close. Holy crap, back me up. I have credits above this picture right here, up here. Those are credits for everything that doesn't have a name attached to it already. Although I do believe I need to add the stuff I have in the other room. Like I have a Minecraft version of Deadpool, and I have a few other items that I haven't updated the list to. But that's coming. Don't worry about it. My big logo, my huge logo. Um, the bottles that were created by somebody from Sketchfab. Really, really great asset I see in a lot of worlds. Usually not the whole asset. I have the whole asset here. Modified, but I have it here. And I have glasses. Glasses underneath. You can pick up all those glasses down there. And I left the cleanup buttons here because, you know, filler. Sorry. I left the cleanup buttons here because I needed to have cleanups. Yeah. And there's seats that I need to redo uh, to separate like I do in the commission that I had. That way people can toggle between seat stations and colliders or both or none. You know, just that kind of thing. Holy crap. Okay, so the UI, wow, that messes with stuff. So you guys can't see my weird view, but look at this. This is PC only water. I do have Easy Quest switch on, so this is the water I see, which is a lot different from the water that Quest sees. The water that Quest sees is very turbulent and very just, you know, it's a lot different. Everybody does see the water in the hot tub though. Yeah, hot tub water. Yeah, everybody does see this water, which I did a bad thing too. We're not going to talk about it, but it's using what's called a grab pass. You don't want to use grab passes with Quest, but for the time being, it was the best water I could find, and it's, you know, they have a little bit of issue, but it's not that bad. They're just like, oh yeah, it's pretty minor, but that's just because of the way I optimize the world. A lot of people will tolerate that uh, to an extent. You don't want to do that all the time or everywhere, but everywhere that thing exists. And I want to show my big screen. A little free advertising for them. Look at that. Oopsie. Playing a music video right now. I have a list of videos in the playlist for the U-Sharp player. That's what that is, the U-Sharp player. But I put it on the texture of my screen, so it's curved, slightly curved. Let's go over here. See? Slightly curved screen. I could have curved it more. I probably should have, but, you know. Easy to put screens on curved surfaces and meshes because it's just a texture, so it can go on everything. I can make this whole place just one big giant video texture, which would be weird. Uh, people have done similar things. And of course, my doors that automatically open and close. See? Whoop. With the occlusion portal, so everything works better and nice and nifty. I'm thinking about doing like some tutorial videos because people have a lot of trouble with basic things. And I'm going to do one here that I think everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know this about Unity and developing for VRChat in Unity and Blender, things of that nature. Just telling them the stuff that they need to get set up and the stuff they need to really learn about and know before getting into it, or else they're going to always develop these worlds and avatars that have crash everybody. You know, make a non-friendly sort of glitchy time. You know, and it is what it is. People are still going to do it regardless if I show, but at least they'll know, hey, this is what's causing this issue. This is what's doing this. This is what's doing that. I'm not going to necessarily say stop doing that because people are going to do what they do. But at least they'll know. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I will make a couple videos. Just in general. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll be able to do it from inside here and show pictures. Or I'll just do it from the screen, my desktop screen, and show everybody that, you know, how to do things properly to get the best results. Most of my worlds in general are below or around 50 megabytes because they're quest friendly. And although they up the standard that questies can now handle 100 megabytes, I'm not going to. I'm going to try to keep the old standards as much as humanly possible. If I go a little bit over for commission, that's kind of obvious. Like most of the time, you go over for commissions, but there's extra compression that goes on with Quest worlds that you usually don't have to worry. If you're just going to port it over to Quest and use a standard shader, it'll port over. Just it'll do some extra compression, and it may not look as good, as fine-tuned. There'll be some definite differences in the lighting, and yeah, I'll get into that eventually. So hey, I know you guys don't have any game audio to hear right now, but eventually, eventually, I will go around to random worlds and hopefully stream, or maybe find groups of people that'll let me stream around them. It is what it is. You're always going to get those trolls that don't want you to stream around them. That's why a lot of people do those in private instances or only invite certain people to their groups. If you're ever wondering why you don't get to randomly pop into streamers' streams, they have this seemingly large group of friends, it's because they pass the test. They're not going to randomly drop derogatory terms and get them banned from their platforms, which I think is complete BS. You can't control other people. If they see you making an active effort to mute those people or to boot those people or just to make them non-existent by blocking them, then I don't think that should fall on the streamer to have to do anything else. I don't think they should get banned for that. I don't think their lives should get taken down. That's just a matter of common sense. It takes a second. The person has to commit the act or say the thing that's not okay for you to know that they're not okay to be there. And then you have to get them either through the social menu or, just tag them with your little laser pointer and then either block them, boot them, or just silence them in general. It takes time. You got to give people reaction time. And I'll tell you what, with these interfaces, it makes it a lot harder. Like I see my cursor on the screen all the time. I have to research that, figure out how to get it to where my OVR doesn't do that, but that's going to take some time. I'm probably going to have to shrink the screen and then just remember that I have to go below things to move them. That'll probably be what it is. You know, that's just learning to use your interfaces and learning to use the tools that you have available. And since this is a streaming camera, you guys can't see my menu or my name tag. And yay, I won't oust people. Well, as when you're in my front view. Oh shoot, somebody got a hold of me on Discord, I think. And I think is online now. Okay, they'll get on like 20 minutes. That's cool. Like over an hour ago. All right. Okay, so gonna let you guys go. Gonna do a few things, get my name out there. But yeah, I'm open for commissions. I'm going to have 2 commission spots a month for things like club worlds or any type of role system type worlds, and like 2 spots open during the month where I'm going to work on just normal worlds that don't have any advanced functions or programming required to get them working. And I do not consider things like a Patreon board like this, because it's a very basic Patreon board. It does not work with, it doesn't scroll down. It's got a limit to how many names can appear on there. It's very basic. Okay, I didn't do anything fancy with it, so as you can see, nobody's on it. I will update it later to be fancy, but I'm still not going to charge extra for a Patreon board if people want a Patreon. Uh, advanced things like wanting a custom player. Like, I am terrible with networking. I will tell you this right now. Doing anything that's like a custom player like this is going to be difficult. This is U Sharp. It was made by Merlin, the person that literally invented U Sharp and implemented it. They now work for VRChat. This is their system. Of course, it's not going to degrade that fast, so they don't have to make a lot of updates. It's theirs. This is 1.0, and although it's updated, it's still kept as version 1.0, and it still works. And it's been around for uh, however long Merlin's been working for VRChat and got U Sharp implemented as a staple. Uh, yeah, just dropping assets. Like, these are obviously edited assets. Like, I didn't make the frame board. I could have. That's like a really simple thing to do right there. That there really is. Atlas a couple pictures on a texture. That's not difficult. Uh, or edit the texture to have Atlas pictures in specific locations. It's simple. For me. For me. I'll be doing tutorials for that stuff here in the future. But we'll get back to it. I will see you guys later. Stay healthy.